I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch.
Feature clip.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack, and thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday. Yeah. September 23rd, 2025. And this is episode number 987 of Barry on Deck. I am running out of steam, folks. I feel like absolute dog shit today. I do. I feel like complete dog shit. I almost didn't do a show. But I was not going to let that rue the day. So we're doing one. Probably won't be the most upbeat and the most hilarious. I gotta be honest. So Nora and I got a new bed, and I think that's part of it. Is I haven't gotten any sleep in like 2 days. But it's, you know what's weird is like I don't like. It's not sick, right? So Reyes said just getting over it. Jared said my kid has an ear infection, some sort of sinus thing. But for me, like I was sick, which I really think I had COVID, but who knows? But for me, it's I'm just like real lethargic today. And I do believe that it has everything to do with the not getting enough sleep, first of all. And yeah, no, I don't have the flu. No, I just like I don't know. I really do think it's part of the just not getting enough sleep over 2 days. I mean, I think I've slept 2 hours a day over the past 2 days. Oh, I got a hangnail. Puh. But that's neither here nor there. Enough of my crying, I suppose. I mean, I'm here, so I did not do a show. I was so close. Had meetings. Let me tell you, I met with... So this company was thinking about bringing me on to do their social media. Turns out, also just old age, trust me. That, yeah, Amos said the vid is back. It's a possibility. Yeah, but I think I just had it, so I don't think I would get it again. But, excuse me. I think part of it is just I'm really tired and I'm not sleeping well. And what's up, P. Randizzle? No, that's funny. That would make me angry. Making me angry. But I had this meeting today, partly why the I mean, I didn't get done until 1:30. So then I had the show prep, but then I was like, I ain't doing a show. And then about 15, 20 minutes ago, I was like, I got to do a show. I have to. But I almost just called in sick today. But there was like this company that they want me to essentially give them all of the info that I have, or me, basically walk them through everything I do on social media when it comes to ads and advertising for my room up here at Hop Scholar and what I do on the road. But they don't really want to pay me. And it's that can you call in sick an hour, 1.5 hours after the shift started? Yeah. Yeah, you can. You can. But it's like, I don't mind helping people. You know what I mean? Damn it. But what I'm not going to do is just do a bunch of, I won't say highly skilled, but I guess it is, because not everybody knows how to do it. They obviously don't. But it's like, they were just like, we'd love to pick your brain. I'm like, that's called consulting. So, I mean, I kept it high level with them on the meeting, but I was just like, yeah, listen, if you guys need some help, I was talking to so-and-so, and I'm if you need to plug me in and bring me on board to handle some of this, I'm happy to do that for you. I don't know how else to tell them I ain't working for free. And I'm not going to tell you how to do all this for free. I'm literally telling their director of marketing who does social media, which, nice guy. But it's like, what are you getting paid for? And, I'll help anybody. But I just got to stop doing so much shit for free and out of the kindness of my heart, especially for stuff like this, because this stuff is not easy. But I don't know. So that rubbed me the wrong way today, too, during that meeting. And I think more than anything, I'm just fucking exhausted. I really think that's the case. I think I'm wearing down. I love this show, but it saps a lot of my energy. And I don't even do all that much. But it's just, I don't know if it's burnout. I don't know if it's just show fatigue from just doing this for so long by myself. But it's getting exhausting. You know what I'm saying? So, that's part of it. Nora's fault. She bought a new bed. No, I need to do that, Jared. Jared said, get your T checked lately. I'm really low, but in denial. I need to do that. Tracy do a 1-hour show in the evening. Yeah. I don't know. That's the thing. That's the hard thing about doing this show is I don't know. I need commercial breaks every 12 seconds, like radio. Oh, you will get hit with some, I think, on YouTube, like every 30 minutes, Pat. Yeah. I don't know. One of the things I was thinking about is, what is the best time to do this show? To Dre's point, do a 1-hour show in the evening. And I don't know when that is. I really don't. I don't know when the best time to do a show like this would be. There's obviously nobody talking sports during the day. It's me, and that's it. Me and a bunch of radio guys. Because every time I go to raid somebody on Twitch, there's just nothing but radio guys. But part of the problem with like an 8 p.m., 9 p.m. show, Dre, is, I mean, for me at this point, like Nora gets home from work at like between 4:30 and 5. What up, Sam? And so for me, like, I want to be able to spend that time with her because I don't get to spend a lot of time with her, especially my calendar's been staying pretty full. I've been staying busy and gone and on the road and even just working weekends and stuff. So even if it's local, so I mean, to do it at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock would cut into time with her or just going to sleep with her. Not like, but just going to bed together, which, believe it or not, is a big deal. I remember back in the day when this show first started, like, I never went to bed with my wife. Like, I was up constantly. So, yeah, now I kind of enjoy, man, 5:30, sometimes 6 rolls around. Done. P. Red Dizzle said, bro, all the good radio guys have pretty much been fired. I mean, you get no argument from me, Patrick. You get no argument from me. When they let my boy Joel go, I talked about on this show. We even went through like what that lineup used to be and how good it was, and this is a damn shame. It really is. This is a damn shame. They had a killer lineup over there. But excuse me. Oh God. But I'm trying to hold it together best I can. I know I've been letting you guys down a lot lately. But one man operation is not easy doing this. That's for sure. It was cool at first, but it has grown exponentially more difficult. I will not lie. But we do need to talk fantasy today. Y'all was all young and working for cheap like OKC the past few years. Yeah. That's true too. They got pretty decent deals out of a lot of us. It's crazy. Wow. I don't want to rehash old takes, but if you couldn't make money back then, I don't know how you're ever going to make money. I really don't. What up, Jacob? Jacob said the suspects almost raised me, Barry. Y'all, John, Lance, Fred, and AJ. I remember getting my first truck at 15 and being so excited to listen to y'all every day. That's so dope, Jacob. Like, that's like the coolest thing to have somebody tell you based off of your body of work and what you do. Just talking into a microphone and trying to entertain people. Like, that's seriously, man. I appreciate you saying that. Very much so. That is crazy. That is so funny. Oh my God, that is so funny. So my boy Bryson Brown, friend of the show, he's done the show a couple times. Hold on. You only knew how many times I've been compared to this dude. My boy Bryson, was, I guess, out in New York and took a photo with MC Search. So of course, people are now blowing up my phone. Somebody just said, Jessica, the manager at the Improv, was like, Barry, I momentarily mistook this for you. I was going to call and check and see if you had had a health crisis or started doing drugs. Oh, God. I swear, if I had $1 for every time somebody compared me to MC Search. I'd be so rich. What up, Shock? I used to listen to Barry talk for about 3 hours every Sunday morning. There was nothing like it. Oh, that's so funny. Good Lord, how old is Jacob? Jacob, it don't matter how old he is. Flip. I'll say this then. I'm not a Houston sports fan. I called to tell you, John and Lance, that, but I love you guys. And I think if y'all can make me such a fan of y'all, it shows the great job y'all do. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate that, man. There's very few times will you get, positive things said about you in this business. That people usually only comment when they have shitty things to say. So, I mean, the deckheads are great to me. Don't get me wrong. I can't complain there, but I do appreciate you sharing that with me. It's cool to know. It really is. B. Hannah said I was in outside sales at the time. I always made sure I was on the road when you guys were on. That's dope, dude. It really is. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to hear all that. It lets you know that, everything wasn't in vain. You need to coordinate with MC Search and do a doppelganger bit. I've messaged him a couple times. He don't give a fuck. Jacob said I'm 27, by the way. See? Dre, yeah, we got to talk about that. We definitely got to talk about the Ravens. Jesus. Hey, Jamal. Thank you, Swinny Poo. Justin just resubscribed for 14 months. Much love, man. Jet said, you're wearing a different shirt on my YouTube stream and they started at a different time. Am I in an alternate universe? Did you not log into the right thing? Here's the link. Here's the link to YouTube, Jet, if you want to use it. That's the link. I want whatever Jen is on. What does Jen say? Oh, Jet, you mean? I remember Barry doing the Facebook interviews. You've carried this a lot further than a lot of people would have taken the time to do and enjoyed every second of it. I mean, I'm not quitting. I want you guys to know I'm just exhausted and burned out. But I'm not quitting. I'm not, bro. If I was going to quit, it ain't going to be now. I'm definitely getting to 1,000. So, damn that. We're at 987 now. I wouldn't even consider it until I hit 1,000. Which there's no way you would have told me when this little raggedy show started back in May of 2020 that we would hit 1,000 episodes. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's really been more than 1,000 when you count some of the other stuff that we've done, streamathons and shit like that. So, yeah, we're at 90, so 13 to go. If I look at my schedule, let's see. We're not doing one tomorrow because I got to drive to New Mexico. And then I'm back maybe October 1st. I don't know. Because that's going to be a long-ass drive. I have a gig Monday in, eastern Arizona. And then I get up Tuesday morning and drive home. And how far is it from there? Let's see. I'm at the Honda Casino in Pine Top. Honda? Yeah, whatever it's called. Honda Casino in Pine Top, Arizona. So not up. There we go. Honda Casino directions. Home. It's only a 16-hour drive. That's 1,012 miles. Jesus. That's a long fucking way. Yeah, so I probably won't be on again until the 2nd at least. Yep. 1,012 miles. That's bananas. So I'm going to drive that in a day? I don't fucking think so. I mean, I've driven to El Paso in a day, but that's different. So definitely have to take 2 days. So I'll be back. So our next show won't be until October 2nd. And that's 1 day. So that'll be 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. 1,000 will be October 23rd. If we don't miss any days. But we'll definitely hit 1,000 in the month of October. More than likely. So, yeah. Jesse, I think my YouTube is showing yesterday's show. Uh-oh. Where's my mouse? Did my mouse die? Oh, some bitch. Oh, you were on yesterday's show? That's funny. You might have went to live and just clicked on the first thing. All right, that sounds like it's on a reverse text from Money. What? Jet watching the Christmas show. That's funny. Oh no, what I'm saying is you've done way more than a lot would be proud of. Oh, a lot would proud of you. Thank you, brother. What up, AJB? Okay, that's enough crybaby bullshit. Meow, meow, meow. Let's talk about that game last night. What? First of all, I think we all just need to acknowledge it was great to see good quarterback play. If you're a Texans fan, that's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, I mean, you watch Jared Goff and you watch Lamar Jackson pick apart. Yeah, or Fred's Memorial Show. That's right, Donna. But you watch them pick apart defenses like that and make accurate throws and have time. But I want you to notice something about last night. If you watched, did you notice how Lamar Jackson didn't always take off and run? I mean, he would pretty much just move around in the pocket. That's not CJ. As soon as he starts to, feel heat or that pocket starts to collapse, he's gone, spinning out and running into traffic. But I tell you what, Lamar Jackson throws a beautiful football. Beautiful football. Man, that dude can spin it. But Derrick Henry's got a problem. That's his third fumble in 3 games, second in the fourth quarter. It only led to a field goal. But the momentum, it was such a momentum killer. So Baltimore has a great football team. But I mean, you can't shoot yourself in the foot. Excuse me. So that's, I think what you saw was, I mean, Baltimore is, to me, could be Super Bowl caliber. I mean, you watch Detroit and you see that two-headed monster at running back, and Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff. The defense played well. So, excuse me. That was a fun football game to watch. That was 2 of the better teams in the NFL. I don't care what the record says. But that was 2 of the better teams in the NFL getting after it. And it was fun to watch. It was really good football. Lamar can throw the regular seasons. He doesn't need to adjust yet. I'm not sure what that means. I still think Baltimore struggles to get a real number one receiver. Yeah, look, they don't have they don't have upper echelon caliber receivers. But that's a team that would rather just run it down your throat. And sometimes you don't need a superstar. I mean, you've got the best running back in football. You've got one of the top 3 or 5 quarterbacks in football. You've got a stingy defense. Mark Andrews could be top 5 to 7 tight end when he applies himself. But he's so inconsistent as he's gotten older. You know, I mean, Zay Flowers is okay. Who's their one? It's not Flowers, is it? I don't think Zay Flowers is their one. Yeah, it is Zay Flowers. D-Hop is who I was thinking about. D-Hop. And he's an older D-Hop, but it's a good football team. It's a really good football team. But they're only going to go as far as Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson take them. And last night you saw why they're susceptible. Bad decisions. Flip said Henry or Barkley, better choice. I would take Henry. The D is the missing link. Oh, Lamar is going to have to run. Ravens do not have a stingy defense anymore. I don't know. I still feel like that's a good defense. I don't know where they're ranking right now. I know they've had some fourth quarter collapses. That's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, they're God. That's bad. They're giving up 32 a game. Now, yeah, they've given up 41. Holy shit, yeah. They've given up 41, 17, and 38. Now, the 41 was to Buffalo. Buffalo and look, Buffalo and Detroit are both going to put up numbers. I don't care what defense it is. So, I mean, plus, it's kind of like with the Texans. You can't fumble in your own, inside your own 30. You can't turn the ball over inside your, you can't turn over on downs. You can't, miss field goals. You can't throw interceptions. They haven't done a great job of giving their defense the best chance. I mean, the numbers don't lie, but I think this is a better defense than what the scoreboard is saying. I'll say that. But they're going to have plenty of chances to prove it. They've got the Chiefs, the Texans, the Rams, the Bears, the Dolphins, and then the Vikings. I don't know who the Vikings are going to be yet. It's quite a bit. I mean, the Texans are going to make them look like they're going to bring that number way down. But let's see. Henry's going to have to sacrifice looking cool and get rid of the sleeves. I don't know if that was it. It might be the sleeves. Yeah, Justin said I think Zay is a top 20 receiver. He probably is statistically. But here's the thing. I mean, as far as ones go, that's almost bottom third if he's 20th. If that's your best receiver and he's in the bottom third and you want to be a Super Bowl contender, I'm not saying you got to have, not everybody can have a Jamar Chase, but you need something, I think. Let me see where Zay ranks statistically. Let's see. Receiving. Yards. He is 8th in yards with 1 touchdown. 39-yard long. He's only had 23 targets, 16 catches. See, that's the part where I don't know. I think you got to be better than 16 of 23. If you're targeted 20, like Amon-Ra St. Brown targeted 25 times, he's caught 20. Jamar Chase, 27-21. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 29-22. Puka Nacua, 29-35. That's a lot of targets already, 35. I think you need to be a little more consistent. Yeah. Amos said the Ravens is not bad. The Lions had to whip out a few trick plays to score. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I see Walt's point. I see Total Dallas's point. When you look at the numbers, giving up 40 a game but it's Buffalo and Detroit. They're gonna hang 40 on just about everybody. But still, this is I see the point. It's not the Ravens of old. That's for sure. They got work to do. I'm curious. How many times did they give up 40 last year? That'd be an interesting. Let's see, 2024 regular season. And then we talked about this a little bit last year. What up, Cisco? Thank you for the 100 bits, man. Part of the problem. Hey, what up, Joe Pro? Good to see you, man. Part of the problem also is when you score a lot, the other team's going to score a lot because they get the ball more, especially if you're playing Buffalo and Detroit. So if you're going back and forth, which look, no excuses. That defense, they were up 40-25 and lose 41-40 to Buffalo. That's on the defense also. But like I said, Henry had the big fumble and everything. But last year they lost 5 games. They gave up 40. 0 times. Yeah, not good. Damn, I forgot about that Texans game. They beat the Texans 31-2. 31-2. I mean, they gave up 10 to Cleveland, 2 to the Texans, 17, 14, 19, or 24 and a loss to the Eagles. 23 to the Chargers, 18 in a loss to Pittsburgh, 35-34 win over Cincy, 10 to Denver. So, I mean, like, yeah, They're definitely giving up more, but they're also scoring a lot, which is going to put your defense on the field more. But no excuses. Walt has a point. I think the defense is better than what they're showing, but they're not as stingy as I thought. But watching them play, I just watching them, I'm like, that's a good defense. Same thing with Detroit. When I watch Detroit play, I'm like, that's a good defense. It's it's hard to contain a two-headed monster of a rushing attack. If you're the Ravens and Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's one of the better receivers in the NFL, Jared Goff was playing out of his mind still. And on the other side, Detroit, same thing. And Buffalo, giving up 40. It's hard to contain Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, but somebody has to. And when they're putting up 30 and 40, your defense is going to be out there more, giving up more. But I just thought the Lions, I don't want to say, they won 15 games last year, but kind of buckled, obviously when it mattered the most in the playoffs. But they do look like a complete team. They look like one of the teams that should be around deep into the playoffs. Assuming Aiden Hutchinson stays healthy. Because they're already thin on one end. So, but I thought it was a fun game. I thought it was a good game. I think both of those teams could easily win their conference. Well, I should say easily. I think both of those teams can win their conference. Does Baltimore have shit they need to clean up? Absolutely. Well, so does Detroit. I mean, you look at some of the kicking mistakes where the Ravens kicker didn't twice. He put the ball on the 40. That ain't helping your defense. So, I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But it was a fun game. It was one of the better games I enjoyed this weekend. That's for sure. We didn't look at the scores yesterday. Let's just take a peek. Look at the scoreboard. Let's see here. I guess we need to talk too about Mike Gundy getting fired, since we just talked yesterday about him. Also, Texans have released safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson after just 3 games. Just saw that. Says in 3 starts, Gardner-Johnson had 15 tackles with no interceptions or pass breakups. Texans traded their 2022 first-round pick, left guard Kenyon Green, to Philly for Gardner-Johnson in March, hoping to add a ball hawk. Ain't that the truth, Potch? Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%, Amos. They ran out of healthy starters for sure. Hell, midway through the season. The Lions were the Astros of last year. Jacob, that's funny. Maybe they did cut the wrong CJ. They were like, oh, shit. We turned in paperwork for the wrong CJ. Damn it. Yeah, Kenyon Green probably did get cut. Let's see. On Monday, Ryans was asked about the communication between the secondary players, admitting it hasn't been great. When you see a big play that happens on our defense, somewhere along the lines, there's a bust in communication. It all starts with communication. Hasn't been as crisp as it needs to be. We see that. We have to make some adjustments there to make sure we get it corrected. At minimum, according to team sources, Gardner Johnson has allowed 3 big plays in those games that have contributed to the opposing offense scoring touchdowns. Adding that Gardner Johnson has struggled to consistently guard the correct opposing player when required to match coverage based on the Texans' defensive call. And the routes run by the offense struggle that also occurred during walkthroughs in the lead up to games. Well, that's not good. Can't have that. During Houston's Week 1 matchup against the LA, quarterback Matthew Stafford threw a 13-yard touchdown to tight end Davis Allen, who ran a corner route in the end zone, which Gardner Johnson was responsible for. Texas quarterback Kamari Lassiter tried to clean up the coverage, but wasn't able to run down Allen. Week 2, Baker Mayfield hit Ryan Miller. Texans were in cover 2, which required Gardner Johnson to cover the deep right half of the field. He instead jumped a 10-yard in-breaking route from Bucks wideout Sterling Shepard, exposing the deep half for the Miller reception. Texans lost 2019. Last week against Jacksonville, Gardner Johnson made a crucial mistake with the game knotted 10-10 late in the fourth, jumping an out-breaking route by Parker Washington when he was responsible for anything over the middle of the field. Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence pounced on the mistake, hitting Brian Thomas on a post for a 46-yard reception down to the Houston 10. And then Etienne scored after that. Travis Etienne. Compounding the coverage, Gardner Johnson has refused to take responsibility for his mistakes, rubbing his teammates the wrong way, sources added. With one member of the team saying Gardner Johnson finger-pointed instead of owning up to the mistake. Texans host the Titans on Sunday. Both teams are 0-3. Walt said now more Petrie in coverage. Bad move. Yeah. I was a fan of Petrie, but Alex, Gardner Johnson, you're done. Wind it up. I was a fan of Petrie for a while. Let's look at the depth chart. Hey, what up, Brian? My weekend was long and about to be long again. So, yeah, they've got Kalen Bullock and MJ Stewart now. But remember, they're about to get Jimmy Ward back. Because he was on the exemption list for the domestic violence accusations, but now he's returning. I think that'll help. But, yeah, I mean, you'll see Jalen Petrie in the nickel, but it looks like that's what his primary role will be. Unless they slide him back to safety again. But he's been, I don't know. I don't think he's the worst. I mean, I don't know. I like his game. I think for a nickel, you're good. If he was, replacing Stingley, he might be in trouble. Oh, yeah. Brian's Niners without Bosa. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to bust out the Halloween stuff this weekend, too. Ugh. Really? Can't y'all at least get to fucking October 1st? I can't stand that shit. When I was at the post office, I shit you not, when I went to the post office to get my passport, by the way, 51 years old, no passport. That is not good. But when I went to go get my passport, I was waiting in line, and This guy comes out from the back with this big ass box. He's like, "Excuse me, sorry, I just need to get by real quick." I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." He goes, "I got to put out all the Christmas stuff." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yep, look at this. It says it has to be out by the middle of September." I was like, "What?" That's crazy. Post office is already putting up Christmas stuff. Crazy. No, I've never been out of the country behind it. Well, I take that back. I have, but it was Canada and Mexico. And Canada, I've told this story. I got kicked out because I should have just said I was there on pleasure, but I said I was there on business and I had to have a work visa and I didn't have one. And so they were, "Shut up, Tony." So they were like, "Well, you have 24 hours to get out of the country." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Well, what if I can't get a flight?" They're like, "We will drive you to the border and drop you off." What? I live in Houston, bitch. We're talking Buffalo. They were like, "Well, like, so much for friendliness." Well, this was years ago. This was, 93? No, early 94? No. Not 94. Early 98. Late 97, early 98. Cisco says it's too late to decorate for Labor Day 2026. It kind of feels like that's what everybody's doing, bro. Dubs. I worked with a guy that had never left Houston. He was 32 at the time. Now that's crazy. I feel like I leave Houston every week. But then I've been to Mexico a few times. I went with my ex-wife to Acapulco. No. Which one is that? The one where it's across from Playa del Carmen. No, Cozumel. Cancun. We went to Cancun and Cozumel. And then Nora and I, when we were in San Diego, we walked across the border. And I was immediately like, "Nope. Wrap it up. Light it up. We're going back." She was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because they're going to kidnap us." "No, they're not." I was like, "Pack your shit. We're leaving. I'm not staying here." She's like, "You're so scary." Yes. Yes, I am. So we spent about 4 minutes in Tijuana. No passport needed. But this was back in the day. It's different now. It's different. I will say, bro, if I could figure it out, I would never leave home. People are weird and they get on my damn nerves by humbug. I thought you were going to say something else. Damn, my niece's boyfriend didn't leave Montgomery County until he was 35. That's crazy. That's crazy because I've traveled for business like several times. And now that's my whole job is travel, feels like. What was I going to tell you? Man, I'm going to tell you something. Fuck. I forgot what I was going to tell you. I don't remember now. Oh. I don't know if you saw, but you can now. So they raised the fees for H-1B or HB1 visas or whatever to 100,000, but you can apply for the Donald Trump Gold Visa, and they'll let you in for free. I was like, what? What? This is crazy. You know how many Colombian drug lords are just going to be like, "Wrap it up. I'll take it. I'll take 8. What? Oh, shit. Oh, God. I don't want to talk politics. Because I'm going to start saying shit. As Americans, we underestimate how big this bitch is. We have almost every terrain every other country has, every weather every other country has, and every type of sight you can see. True. Yeah, very true. America's big. That's for sure. I've been to other countries, but I can't go across the pond. That's too long on a plane for me. I mean, you know, just gotta learn how to sleep on a plane. That's the key. Oh, Cisco said I got my first passport back in May. Good for you, brother. Good for you. Sam says Christmas and Halloween stuff out already. I hate it here. I really do. That kind of shit pisses me off. Let me get the fantasy stuff going here. Hold on. What the shit? Man, I might have to take me some gummies so I can sleep. Brian, you've never been on a plane? Wow. That's crazy. Justin said fly first class, drown in champagne, only way to do it. First class is so great. Nora and I, if we go on vacation when we fly, I usually try to save up our Amex points for our flights. So that way we don't pay. We just use the Amex points. And I'll usually upgrade us to first class on the way back. Because usually you're exhausted after a vacation. Jet said, I am a plane, brother. But yeah, that's the way to go. First class. It'll spoil you. Piano said I had a neighbor that would put up his Christmas stuff in October because he thought Halloween was the devil. Jeez. I saw a funny meme that said, just put your tree out now, put a sheet over it, and call it a ghost. That's funny. Uriel, what up? Uriel said I applied for my passport the moment I became a citizen. That's what's up. That's what's up. I just really never needed it. But now that I'll be working the ships, I'm going to need it. Definitely going to need it. My granddad jumped out of every plane he ever got on while carrying a machine gun. Yeah. I bet that looked weird on a Southwest flight, Joe, bro. All right, let's get some. Excuse me. Oklahoma QB has a broken throwing hand and is having surgery. That's going to be interesting for them trying to stay in or around the top 10. Yeah, I just saw that. Definitely sucks. Oh, excuse me. But maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have talked shit about Johnny Manziel. Pray for your hand at church, buddy. That was uncalled for. That wasn't nice. I'm trying to get the fantasy stuff done for y'all real quick. Oh my goodness, why is this taking so long? Get scores. I forgot to do this earlier today. We have a birthday to celebrate today as well. That's partly why I did a show. I wasn't going to do one, but I was like, nah. We got to celebrate a birthday today. We got to do the show. Gots to. If Christmas decor is acceptable day after Thanksgiving, wouldn't it make sense that Halloween decor is okay after, first day of October? Yeah. Amy said, what's really going to piss you off? They don't stamp passport books anymore. I don't give a shit, honestly. none of that ever really mattered. I don't know. That's just not been a thing for me, I guess. Maybe just because I never had one. Possibly. All right, here we go. I got your fantasy stuff in. Let's get some music going. Yeah. Yeah. This is serious business. What? All right. Now you got the league numbers updated correctly. All right, here you go. Here is League One for Week 3 in the NFL. Uriel's drafting while intoxicated. Beat FJ's low. We haven't seen FJ on the show in forever, by the way. But Uriel beat FJ 121-99. Uriel now 2-1, FJ now 1-2. Jenny, his mom, took another L. Dr. Dre on 290. Why you got to go beating up on my mama, bro? Dr. Dre on 290 beat Jenny, his mom 110-107. Total Dallas put up 162 points and beat Mimi 162-114. Poor Mimi falls to 0-3. She got a good team, but she just keeps running into some juggernauts. Sylvia and Alex Villanueva butted heads. Sylvia now 3-0, put up 121.72. Alex Villanueva's Husky Nation put up 117.32. Bro, how is your team not called Swarm? Amos is stalling. Yeah, I saw your scores. Danny Dan beat Black Sheep 139-100. But look, every team in that league put up 100 except for FJ. And he was 99.72, so he was right there. League One is good. You have one undefeated team at 3-0. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams at 2-1. That's pretty good. Next song. Let me make like a little list. All right, League 2. BZH 420 went up against CC. CC improved to 2-1. Brian fell to 0-3. CC wins 103-97. Barry on deck and Jesus butted heads. Yes, we did. Talking third person because I'm the Ricky Henderson of live sports talk. Barry loves him some Barry. So knocked off that undefeated. He was Jesus was 2-0 coming into the week. 2-1 now. Just eating W's over here. Nah. Need to wash my hands. Spoon beat Chris from Sam Houston to improve to 2-1. Chris falls to 0-3. Spoon wins 126-93. And Jerry Jones's ego took down another undefeated in our sweet, sweet Donna, 127-106. Donna also falls from the ranks of undefeated. In fact, everybody that was undefeated lost. That goes for Sam. Sam was 2-0. House was 1-1, but House put up 149. Sam puts up 136 and loses. You got to be pissed about that. But now there are several defeated teams. Chris and BZH 420. But just a bunch of 2-1s, really. So CC's 2-1, Jesus, I'm 2-1, Spoon, Donna, Katie, and Sam. Damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the 10 teams 2-1. And then you got 2 0-3s and 1 1-2. It's the haves and the have-nots in League 2. That is for sure. All right, over in League 3. Potch put a hurting on Walt, 132-91. Potch remains undefeated at 3-0. Tony the Handsome improves to 3-0. Beat up on the real 122 to 109. Cisco is now 1-2. He's on the board with a dub. Beat Joel's team 141 to 132. Jared's beer for breakfast was 0-2 going into the week. Put up 153 and beat Amos's team, who was undefeated, and scored 130. Amos has a good team. He just caught a unlucky break this week. And then Titan Hugo and 713 Hooligan butted heads. Hooligan was undefeated. Hooligan was 1-1. Titan Hugo hasn't won a game yet. Tony the Handsome said Hugo versus Hooligan equals Texans Jags. A little bit. 96 to 85. Josh wins that one in League 3. All right, and then in League 4, John Westling improves to 3-0. Beat up on Mark G's team 117 to 95. Keith is now 2-1. He beat Clarence 147 to 101. And again, I say it. I'm going to say it every fucking week until that coward shows up. Since fantasy has started and Clarence hasn't won a game yet, he hasn't been here. Because he's a goddamn coward. Heartthrob beat Jen 159 to 124. Damn, Heartthrob putting up 159. You gotta be pissed if you're Jen. She scored 124. Still didn't get the dub. Perry is 2-1. Beat Jeff Bell's Slow White Broncos 128 to 88. And last but not least, in the League 4's Texans Jags matchup, AJB and Skiggity. Ugh. Skiggity scores 86 points and somehow remains undefeated. AJB 1-2 with 82.48 points. That sucks. Trust me. I know. I feel you. So who scored the most? League 1, we had 162 from Total Dallas. League 2, nobody could beat that. 149 was the highest from House. League 3, nobody can beat 162. Jared had 153 to lead League 3 in points for the week. And League 4, you had Heartthrob with 159. Almost, but not quite. Clarence, been here my ass. You coward. About time you showed up, Mr. 0-3. I don't go nowhere. I ain't getting on. I'm defeated. You sure do come in talking about the champ is here when you win. Yeah, Walt, that was dope. Crystal and her daughter and Heartthrob all came out to the track to hang out with Walt. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I love when I see photos of the deckheads getting together. It's a cool thing. It's a really cool thing. And I dig it, and I'm glad y'all do it. It's pretty awesome. Let's do... How come this isn't playing? Interesting. Let's see. Pick 'em. Your pick 'em matchup for the week, if you forgot, was Black Sheep and Dandy Dan. They were supposed to score 127 points. They did not. Dandy Dan scored 139. Black Sheep scored 100. So Dandy Dan and his Hurt So Good team wins. Which means if you had Dandy Dan, you win. So let me get all of those. By the way, Terrence, if you're here, sorry, pal, but your injury was late. You got it in at 1:30. Had to be in by noon on Sunday. So you did pick the right winner, but it was an hour and a half into the games. So unfortunately, can't let that go. The rules are rules. All right, so your winners were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people picked the right team. The rest of you losers did not. Oh, Sylvia got in twice. That's okay. And Jeff Bell did not, so we had delete this. Okay. So the correct picks were Barry, Alex, CC, Peepa Dubs, and Titan Hugo. Huh. The rest got zeros. And so, No, wait, this shit? Oh, I missed one. Yeah, okay. I was like, what the shit? That don't make no sense. All right, I have your updated totals. Let me sort. Sort. Advanced. Column. T. Z to A. Column A to Z. All right. Let me let this update here. It's going to take just a second. Get the sorting right. It should refresh here in just a second. Just give it a second. There we go. All right. So, total prize pool is now $58. First place will get $40.60. Second place will get $17.40. 3 total points possible. Ignore those last 2. I don't know why those are populating. We don't need those. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right. So Alex Villanueva, myself, and Titan Hugo all have 3 points over 3 weeks. CC Dubs and Sylvia all have 2. Christmas Sam Houston, Donna, Total Dallas, Jeff, Jen, Keith, Spoon, Terrence, and the Real all have 1. AR Platinum and Mina have not gotten a pick correct yet. Now, I will say, it's definitely not over. Just as well as you can go on a 3-pick win streak. We can go on a 3-pick losing streak, and this thing could be tied up like that. So, certainly not over by any stretch. Let's get the odds for this week. What are we going into, week 4? Yeah, let's see what our matchup's going to be. Odds for week 4 out of League 4. Looks like it's going to be Amos and the Real. Yeah, I like it. Amos and the Real. So this was... Who was Heart So Good was home. Okay, past matchups. All right. So week 4, League 3, 10 and 7. League 3, 10 and 7. Was that home? Oh, wait, it was 10. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This should update here in just a second as well. And this will be your matchup of the week. It is going to be Amos versus the Real. And that also should populate here now. The scripting is nice. Very nice. Swarm. There it goes. Updated. We're sacking pick them like Wojciech's quarterbacks. Okay. Yeah, I didn't run from losses. Can't beat a 32-point defense. Yeah, I know, right? Spelling is critical, Jacob. Spelling is crucial. I know a lot of dickheads in the Pacific Northwest, or as I like to say, in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, these two teams separated by 0.02. 0.02. Is that close? Is that close? It's pretty close. The Real has Bo Nix and going against Jordan Love. You've got Chase Brown, Alvin Kamara, James Cook, Jalen Warren, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nico Collins, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, DeAndre Swift at the flex. Kyle Pitts Sr., Travis Kelce at tight end, Vikings versus Packers, and Will Richard versus Cameron Dicker. Pick your poison, people. Pick them. Pick them good. This is a tough one. So I'm putting together the form for you right now. Fear not, my lovies. 04. I'm just going to print screen that right to there. 04. I need your names. Oh, come on. You raggedy bitch. 04. Gotta be an easier way to do this. Gots to be. All right, so you got the Reals versus the N.O. Steppers, who is 123.94. All right. Okay. Can I replace this? I don't think I can. Huh. Just a warning, I don't set my lineup until Sunday morning. It's okay. 'Tis okay. I can show everybody the bench. I can do the benches also. Benches be tripping. Let's see. Upload the photo. Where'd it go? Gosh dang it. Hurry up. We got a birthday to celebrate. Where is it? Well, this is not good. Nope. You raggedy bitch. Oh. It's got to be desktop. I always forget. Where the fuck? Bro, I can't find my screenshots. That's not good. That's not good at all. How do you lose your screenshots? Jesus Christ. Come on, Laminac. There it is. So why didn't that show up? That's weird. All right, whatever. All right. If you want the benches, I can do those as well. But the photos for the lineups are on there. Let me make sure the link works. Sponsors. Oh my goodness. Why does this take so long? All right. Let's see if this works, chat. Here's your pick'em link. I haven't tried it yet. Give it a shot. Maybe it'll work. Flying by the seat of my pants here. Wasted enough time. Yeah, that looks like it works. And yes, submit. Yep. All right, it worked. So those links in the chat windows is your links for the pick'em. If you want, I can also grab the benches for the rosters. Since Amos says he don't set his lineups until Sunday because he's so fancy. And there we go. Oops. Okay. Here's the full squads with benches. I'm going to add that to the list. So you guys have it. We've already got 3 responses, but. Okay. All right, the benches are on there too. You just got to scroll down. Benches should be on there. If they're not, let me know. But it looks like Donna, Total Dallas, and myself have our picks in. So, okay. Got that taken care of. Good deal. And I will post it on the Discord as well. What up, Rudy Rod? Good to see you. All right, so that's your matchup for the week. We got to do a shot. Hold on. Let me get the goodness. Let me get it. Oh my. This whole thing done fell the fuck down. That's not good. All right, we got a birthday, people. We got a goddamn birthday in the house. Ready to celebrate good time. Come on. Where's my slide at? You dirty bitch. Still the greatest birthday song in the history of birthday songs. Yeah. Oh, cancel. No, get out of here. Scram, beat a kid. Pippin knows. Happy birthday, Pippin. don't even know if he's here. He probably left. Tony, you can kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass. Yeah, Jen said hers is next week. So, Jen, we do, I think you're not on Patreon anymore. Birthday shout outs are for our Patreon members, unfortunately. One of the perks. Get a little, little birthday love from being a patron. Dub said I'm always around. Oh, my man. Dubs, my friend, what's the plan? What are you doing today, Dubs? What you doing? Are you going out to dinner? Are you going to a movie? Whorehouse? Chippendales? All of the above? A movie at a whorehouse about Chippendales. What a birthday, Dubs! Holy shit! I can't wait for you to celebrate. May all the meat in your mouth be warm, Dubs. That's the stupidest toast I think I've ever made on this show. Jesus, Dubs, you don't deserve this. You deserve so much better. I'm delusional at this point, Dubs. But I do hope you have a kick-ass day, brother. I hope it's been great. Are you at work? Are you at work? Dubs is going to Ocean's Cabaret. Oh, enjoy your crabs. I meant the seafood. And the genitals. Oceans, Jesus Christ. New load, Dubs. I need to send you a Thankful Wednesday so you ain't got to go to that place. Fuck's sake, man. I'll take you to a better place. Good Lord. Paris and Air's 29. Alex said, ugh. Dave, Total Dallas is available for handies. Now I think Alex is just projecting his fantasies onto the chat. Pretty sure that's what's happening right now. Perry said, thank you. Well, Dubs, brother, whatever you do, and whoever you do it with, I hope it matters to you. Happy birthday, Pimp. I hope it's a good one. Cheers to you, brother. Here's to get you getting some roadhead or a hand job. Whatever it is, you and him are. That is not good today. Yeah, it's not in the mood. So now said me and AB already have meetups. Damn. Which one's the bottom? Oh, Perry said I think we need a BOD meetup at Area 29. I feel like I would get in trouble. All right. Happy birthday, Dubs. Much love to you, brother. I really appreciate all of your support on this show. Dubs has been one of those folks on like Thankful Thursdays, and he's always there, and he's always here, and he's just been a day one. And this show doesn't happen without the day ones. Dubs, much love to you, brother. I need to know, God damn it, Perry, now you're making me Google Area 29 Houston. Oh, here's their Instagram. What is this? God, excuse me. Drake was there. Oh, she's got cakes. Man, she got yams for days. Oh, I see what this is. I thought that said A-Leaf Hospitality. I was like, nope, we're not going to Area 29. Definitely not doing that. But it says A Life Hospitality Group. Yeah. Some of these gals are #blessed. Oh, my goodness. This Instagram is interesting. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, Perry. I don't know that Dubs would know what to do with a lot of this ass. Dubs, are you an ass man? I don't know if you would be able to handle some of this ass, Dubs. This is a lot of ass. This is a lot of ass. Yeah, it just keeps going too. The scroll don't stop. My goodness. Anyways, go look it up for yourselves. Oh, hi. By the way, Linnell never got back to me. And that's okay, because the folks over at the fine folks at Laughs Tucson did, and so I'll be performing there this weekend, along with performing at Inn of the Mountain Gods in Mescalero, which is right next to Rio Dosa, and out in eastern Arizona, Pine Top, Arizona. Gonna be a busy weekend. Lots of driving. So, all right. I think we got everything covered. We got some foosball in. We didn't really look ahead, but we looked back. What does this say? Cancel. Escape. Why are you acting like that? Okay. Close. Did I give everything? Yes. Got it. All right. That's a show. I am going to pack, take 2 gummies, and sleep like I'm Rumpelstiltskin. Didn't that dude sleep forever? No, Rip Van Winkle. Rumpelstiltskin. That motherfucker didn't sleep. Shut up, Uriel. It's a great week. It's not. What do you want me to do? A live show while I'm driving? Huh? Would you have me die? Ugh. Oh boy. I gotta get some sleep. Bye, ho! Clarence. Oh, touch. Bye, bitch. Bye, ho. Y'all some spanking hoes. All right, love you, Jet. Much love to you, sis. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys, Wednesday of next week? Isn't that what we said? I believe we said October 2nd. Yeah. Because it's going to take me 2 days to drive back from that bitch. So I will see you guys next week, October 2nd. All right? Sleep now so you can stay awake driving. That's the plan, brother. I don't even have a room. I'm not making the full drive to New Mexico tomorrow. It's like, I want to say 13 hours? But I'm like, nah, I'm making enough on the weekend. I'm just going to get a room. But I don't know where yet. Probably Lubbock or some shit like that. Whatever. All right. I'll see you guys next week, October 2nd. So you guys can put up your Halloween bullshit. In the meantime, do me 3 favors. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, get some sleep. No, that's me. Most importantly, love each other. See you guys. Oh, I don't even know who the fuck we were raid. It was like never any good raid. There's an ad break coming, really? With 18 seconds left? End the show? Ad break? Go fuck yourself, Twitch. We don't need no stinking ads. All right, love you guys. Bye, everybody.
And he's making a YouTube video!